Be prepared. Coming straight at you from the center of the universe, many have tried, with mediocre success, to keep these specs from taking over.
Are you ready for showtime? Showtime. Oh, come on, you do better. Are you ready for showtime? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Break down, baby.
Who the hell is this?
Alan, you have been described by your enemies as evil, insane, manipulative. Who are you?
To examine it would be to, like, demystify it.
And you'll get a ticket with a tasty groove, okay?
Wow.
It definitely makes me cringe.
Very, very, very painful.
1, 2, 3, pick it. Pick it. Come on. God damn it. Could you one time pick it? What the
You're disgusting.
It's showtime.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7
You ignorant prick bastard.
WMMS Cleveland.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Welcome. Hi. Short show today, so we'll get right to it. My name is Alan Cox. Thanks for showing up. Welcome. Say hi to Bill Squire. He's here, too.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy pre-sale day, and also creepy hugs.
And also what?
Creepy hugs.
Creepy hugs from you.
Creepy hugs from me. That's,
All right.
That's a chat room thing.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
All right, sir. Pound Cake's back behind the glass.
Afternoon, white people.
How you feeling, Pound Cake?
I'm good.
Happy pre-sale day.
Happy pre-sale day.
Pre-sale day. It's pre-sale day, which is basically on-sale day because you don't have to do anything other than put in the code WMMS.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah.
And a lot of people get their tickets on pre-sale day. The Alan Cox Show comedy tour set for Memorial Day weekend, just a few weeks away.
They should get it on pre-sale, though, because we always sell out.
That's correct. I think that's why a lot of people do.
And everyone gets pissy at the last moment. Like, wait, is there any tickets left? No.
Now that we're 9 years in to the damn thing, the 25th of this month, it's Friday, we'll do that at the House of Blues. Then the next night will be at the Kent Stage with young Bill Squire.
Hey, hello.
And Jasmine Carter and Cody Cooper and Mary Santora and Mike Paramore. I will be your leggy and vivacious host. Pound Cake will be there. Mattitude will spin for you. I will have House of Blues tickets for you next week here on the show, but I wouldn't count on winning those as your only entree into the show. It's all presented by Great Lakes Brewing Company. The pre-sale at AlanCoxShow.com. Use the keyword comedy to get to the page, and then your promo code for the pre-sale tickets is just WMMS. Simple enough.
And there's many people that have tweeted at me and sent me messages and emails and Facebook and on the chat telling me that they already got their tickets. So take advantage of the pre-sale. If you want to guarantee that you get tickets, do it.
If you want to join us in here, 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007. Give me a text if you like, 35192. Short show today, as I mentioned. We will bail at 5 o'clock to give you the Tribe doubleheader today. We'll join that wherever they are in that process. By the way, they're set up to play 2 today against Toronto Blue Jays. So 5 o'clock is when we'll roll. Before that, though, around 4:20, will be another chance for you to get to the Cavs game on Saturday night. It'll be Game 3. They'll be back here at home in that series against Toronto. And hopefully Cavs will be up 2-0 by then. Game 2 is tonight. The excitement is palpable. The anxiousness, anxiety, whatever you want to call it, it's in the air. The air is electric, not only with humidity, but with excitement. I think we're doing a watch party down at the Q, aren't we?
Yeah,
I just saw Mattitude and some other people headed down there. And so tickets for Game 3 when they return home Saturday night. We'll play our Cavs impromptu rally song contest around 4:20. So it gives you an hour and some change to think about a song that you can then pass off as just being off the top of your head. And we're fine with that.
It's that second song. That's what gets everybody. That's what trips everyone up. So if you can somehow be so good at music that you can prepare 2 15-second songs, you're going to have a leg up.
Well, Bill, clearly you're joking. You're talking about a Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart level musician with that. I don't know if anybody can rise to that level.
I thought it was
to come up with what?
I thought it was Wolfgang.
What did I say?
Wolfgang.
Well, he's German or Polish or something.
But he's not a gong like dong.
Wolfgang. Hello, Wolfgang. You think they call him Wolfgang?
Yes.
And they probably also didn't say hello.
Right. You don't think
Guten
so?
Tag.
Guten Tag, Wolfgang. Herr Mozart. All right.
And just for everybody asking...
Well, you call him Wolfgang anyway, so what do you care? Right?
Well, he just said he has good restaurants.
Yes,
talking about
go
Puck,
ahead.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
People are asking about my hair. It's still the same curly hair. I just got the sides trimmed up because the sides grow really fast, and they weren't really curly anymore.
And you don't owe anything to anyone.
No, I don't. I did it.
So.
I did it, but it's still curly on top. I'm gonna keep it curly on top all the way through the comedy tour.
Oh,
it's just it's not as. And I also just got done showering, so it's all like mashed down. So don't you worry. Don't you worry about my hair. It's still curly and looks terrible most of the time.
Well, listen, the people who are watching on the live stream at our YouTube channel, if you haven't yet taken in the full depth and breadth of Bill Squire's luscious curly locks, you can certainly do it there.
I mean, the best pick is definitely on my Instagram, at Bill Squire. If you want to see what true, like it in all its glory, it's the one that James Douglas took. That was the best picture ever taken, I believe.
It's very stylized. It was very, it was like, it was very Wolverine-esque, almost. All you need were the mutton chops.
I really did enjoy your Insta story the day that you got it done and you were just showing all of your friends. Like, it was just like, from your point of view, it's like, take the hat off. And then you can see everyone just like fall out in laughter. Like, I loved that. That was like my favorite story from you.
When you first got the perm.
Yeah, when I showed Brian Kenny, and Brian Kenny just starts laughing his ass off.
Yeah, it was just a series of people. He did James Douglas. He did. I think you did Mary. Like, I was just watching all the people react to his funny hairdo.
As if they had never seen a perm before.
Not on a
they'd
white
never
man.
seen a perm on me before, and that's why it was so funny.
Plenty of white guys with perms.
In this day and age?
Yes.
Okay.
You either might have one naturally.
Okay.
But, you know.
Well, if it's natural, then it's not a perm. It's just curly hair.
That's what a perm is.
Well, but it's not natural.
You mean you don't have the process
But you want
done.
to call it a perm. If you just
Call it
have
a fro.
curly hair, it's a fro. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all right. Listen, not only is it pre-sale day, it's also Dennis Miller Joke Day. I think people are still waiting. I saw the hashtag Dennis Miller Joke Day after Michelle Wolf took some criticism for her performance at this year's White House Correspondents' Dinner. Dennis Miller, boy, he jumped into the fray and said, I'm going to find out who this chick is, and I'm going to have some sick burns for you on Wednesday.
It's Thursday.
And so it is Thursday. Oh, it is Thursday.
Yeah, it's Thursday. So I don't think he delivered yesterday. I think
maybe that's why the hashtag is still going today.
Because he's not on
They're still
it.
waiting for it.
Right.
Where are those sick burns, bro?
Sick burns. Ooh, he sure showed me with those sick burns. Ow.
Well, that's an editorial note on my part. He didn't say that, but that's what people were waiting for. Yeah, I've been a day ahead or behind all this week. That's no good.
They really, man, I tell you what, life has been going by so quickly. I mean, when I was in high school, my teacher told me, he's like, once you get out of high school, life's going to go by really fast. I'm like, man, whatever, shut up. Like,
why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Why does it feel like it goes by more quickly?
When I would sit in school and for 6 hours, those 6 hours seemed like an eternity.
Well, because you didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a lot of places, and it doesn't seem like a whole day. Like 6 hours seem to me like, oh my God, like that's my whole day. I don't have anything else. Like,
I think part of it too is that and I told my kids this when they were younger. I'm like, when you're a kid, school is your job.
Yeah.
School's your job. And then you get older, and you're not in school anymore, but you have a job. And then you might end up with a family, and then you just pile things on top, and that's when your days start flying by.
Like, my days off are days when I work one job. I'm like, wow, I'm off at 2 today? Great. I think I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to get a snack. I'm going to lay out. Like, I love that. But I used to get out at 2 in school all the time. I'm like, oh, man, like, my whole day's gone. What am I going to do? So I was like, I guess I just sit at home and eat some chips.
Right, but all the people who complained about school, it wasn't like they had anything more important to do.
I had friends. I had things to do.
But who cares?
Yeah, but anything was better. So
See,
whether or not you had
I guess.
more
I liked
important
school,
things to do.
My friends were in school. School is you surrounded by your friends.
But you don't want to be doing the whole learning part. That's the problem.
Why don't you
Sitting
wanna
in the
learn
class.
with your friends?
I like learning, but I did not like the way it was presented in school. I think it was boring, and a lot of stuff is being taught that doesn't. Yeah.
Did you
it's not helpful.
Did you have friends that liked school?
Did I?
See, I think school.
Yeah, when I was in like 3rd grade.
I think
but
school,
by the time everybody got older,
nobody
liked school. Yeah. And then the kids that did like school were in AP classes, and I was in programs trying to put me in a factory job.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I was a kid in the AP classes. Yeah, we're having some interesting conversations in those classes. No wonder I like school.
You never heard the term like, I love college, but I hate going to class? Like, that's just what it is. Like, I loved college. I loved that period in my life. But going to the learning things, like, I don't want to do that. I wanted to do radio, anything that pertained to radio. I was all
right,
game
but that's
for. All the events, all the friends.
I think thinking linearly like that is a very short-sighted view of learning. Everything you learn goes in your brain, and then you decide if you're going to process it and retain it and apply it to something. But they go, when am I ever going to use this? I don't know, but it's in my brain now, and you would be amazed.
BS, just to get some money from you.
If you ignore it, well, I'm not saying that the college system is not broken. What I am saying is we're talking about learning. We're not talking about We're not talking about student loans. We're talking about the process of learning. And I liked school because I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to use this, but I might down the road. No. It just makes you a more well-rounded individual.
I really enjoyed this parallelogram season. It really was very, very helpful. So,
but but that's not. What does that mean?
Parallelogram season?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. If they had taught me about taxes and not parallelograms, I think I would be a lot better off.
Yeah, I'm with Pound Cake. I think they need to teach things that are more applicable to just surviving as an adult, because there's a lot of people that get out of school and even college and even getting master's degrees and stuff like that, and they don't understand how to do things as an adult.
How to build credit,
finance, credit.
I took an
apartment stuff like that. Yeah.
Sophomore year in high school, we could take accounting as an elective, and I did.
As an elective.
So take accounting. People act
as
like
an
these
elective.
things. But
teach it as a standard class.
I'm with you on that.
That should be like the math class that you take.
But I'm saying it
from like 7th grade until high school.
All I'm saying, people act like it wasn't available. They need to teach financial literacy. Yeah, there's an accounting elective.
But the thing is, they need to have
but not as an elective.
They need to have a general class for that, because not everyone
general class.
They can't. Not everyone can keep up with the whatever junior senior level accounting class.
Especially if you hate being in school.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and you're not a paperwork guy. I would be much better in school. Like, I would have learned a lot more if they just said, here are all the lessons you need to know. We'll put them on a CD for you. Just listen to all these. I could have just gone about my day, worked for my dad, made money, and listened to those and known a lot more than sitting in the classroom, because I'm an auditory learner.
But they don't know what you are going to need to know as an adult. That's why they throw everything at you.
Right, but I'm saying I could have listened to all that stuff as a kid and retain a lot more, because it wouldn't be tied down with all the busy work and crap that they put into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just think there's a lot better ways to teach people.
All right. I liked school.
Well, you're
a good time. Oh, be that as it may, I liked school. All right, Poison tickets coming back. We are going to have those Cavs playoff tickets for you a little bit later on. You'll have to sing for those. If you're on hold, I'll get you on the way back, too. Poison going to do that show at Blossom with Cheap Trick this summer. 35192, you want to text or get to us at AlanCoxShow.com. Use the keyword comedy for those pre-sale tickets.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WM.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Sign in the DM.
What's up, guys?
I am back on a health kick, trying to be healthier, because I put on a bunch of weight, and it was...
it's not a bunch. You're still a sliver of what you used to be.
Right, but it's more than I'm comfortable with. I don't like the way I look right now, so I got to get back on it. So
you don't have the fat chin.
I don't have the fat chin.
No,
my face has always stayed pretty... Like, it goes out, it doesn't go, So I've always been thankful for that, because, like, it goes, like, I just get chubbier cheeks. But, yeah, being in the relationship and then going through the depressing phase of the relationship, I was eating my feelings. But I'm out of it, and I'm feeling better, and now I'm exercising and eating right, and hopefully we'll drop some pounds before the comedy tour, which the pre-sale started today, but you might not be watching this on a day when the pre-sale started. So basically, tickets are available now. If you're watching it today, May 3rd, you can get tickets using pre-sale code WMMS.
Oh, he's got it down pat.
Yeah.
People ask me things like people ask me the code to the CLE clothing. I don't know. People ask me when they can buy the
Grill.
tickets. I don't know.
Grill.
Like
because you don't listen to anything that doesn't have to do with you.
No, I do listen, but I can't retain it. Like I listen in the moment. I listen, but I couldn't repeat it back.
Well, you gotta pay.
I have so many
lock
things
it in the vault.
I have so many things pacing through.
Get it in the vault. But yeah, see the thing is, I tried to get to the gym earlier today, but I got my hair cut, so it's nice and trim on the side. The top is still the same hair, still curly. It's just wet because I just got out of the shower. But then Alan talks about how he's not a sweater. I wish I wasn't a sweater. I get going, and then my body just sweats.
It's weird
for 40 minutes.
Because some people
there's nothing I can do about it.
Some people don't sweat, but they stink, and some people don't stink, but they sweat.
Yeah, I don't stink. I just sweat.
No,
so.
I'm a stinker. I'm a stinker.
Yeah.
Like like you may see a little dribble around like my little areas around my nipples, but smell my pits. Oh no, it's going down.
Like for me to get really stinky, I have to not put deodorant on for like 2 days, and then also like be really, really physical. Like I don't get real smelly, but boy do I sweat when I work out. And this, even when I was at my like lightest, I was still just as sweaty when I would work out. Wow. Just goes and just pouring sweat. So that's and when I was in the Philippines, oh man, it was 90 degrees every day with like 100% humidity. There was like no point of even putting on a dry shirt because it was going to be drenched in sweat within the first like 20 minutes that I was outside.
Dude, how does anybody like enjoy that? When people go on vacation, like you literally have to either be shirtless or like in like a little tank top all day because why would you
and I had
like,
to wear layers because I had to wear the special underwear, which is basically like an undershirt, like, and then I had to wear long pants, dress shoes, and then a short sleeve button down shirt. So that's a lot of clothes to have on in 90-degree weather. So
what was the point of the underwear? What significance did that have?
This is how they explain it to us. Basically, they say that because there's no like paid clergy in the Mormon church, and you make these covenants once you go through the temple, promises. It's like the next level of baptism. You wear these underwear as like reminders of those promises that you made. So they got little marks on them. No, man, I know. That's why I gave it up.
Oh my gosh,
I would. So you got these little marks on them that are supposed to be reminders of your daily life, and they're supposed to protect you from sin or like temptation and crap like that. I got my dick sucked in those things.
Exactly. Like I'm too vain for something like that. Like if I would have no motivation to do anything if I wore coveralls like that. Like if I had a ripped hot bod and I wanted to like show it off, or like I have a giant dong and I can't like wear crotch sticker pants. I gotta cover it up in that. Like I'm not.
Well, the underwear is just basically boxer briefs. So those are still like snug on your body, and then the shirt's just like a real thin like V-neck undershirt. So
I've seen a couple Mormon guys, and I'm just like, Jesus. I was like, you're hot, and I was like, you'll never. It's just like when you see like a Amish girl, and you think she's hot, she's like all that,
and then they do like a makeover, and then you're like, oh yeah.
It just sucks. Like no,
it was miserable, and it was just so hot over there, so hot. And I didn't enjoy that part of it.
I imagine there's a lot of bugs.
Yeah, there's some bugs. There's some bugs. Not as many mosquitoes as you'd think, but there's a lot of roaches. So roaches were just everywhere. Roaches and rats. Lots of roaches, lots of rats. Go to the Philippines. See how you like it.
Do people vacation in the Philippines?
Some people.
It depends on what part.
A lot of people from Australia will go there because they can get. It's
cheap
like
flights.
because they'll go to like the resort parts of this. Like I was in the concrete jungle. That's not where people go on vacation. But if you go to the resorts or you go to like the proper parts of the city, like where they try and keep, like how East Fort, they always have like the cops there shooing away the homeless people. It's like that. Like they're basically walled off because they want to keep it nice for businessmen coming through. Be like, look at how great our city is.
How long were you there for?
2 years.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it was. I would never trade that experience for anything, though, because it gave me so much experience and so much perspective on life.
And you slept in those little huts?
No, we slept in like a regular apartment. We had like a regular apartment. It wasn't a hut.
It wasn't in the hood? Like
no, it was in like the nicer part of town. But like that's the thing. Even in like the nicer part of town, there's still like shacks and shanties like all around you.
You have rent and stuff? Like you had to pay rent?
Well, we didn't pay. Like the church pays it all. And then they like shuffle us around, but we had to pay to go on the mission.
Yeah, so why would you not act out? Like I would totally be bad if it means I got sent home.
It's basically like they use
Are
it
you
as a way
afraid
to...
of your parents shunning you?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. But then once you get to a certain point where you're like, if that's what happens, that's what
You're
happens.
like,
And-
if they don't like me,
and they
I
get
have
it
to know
because
what.
I still live with them. So whatever. Good night. I'm just gonna lean up here against you because, hey everybody, welcome to Siding in the DMs.
What's up, guys?
Have you ever been in a fight?
I have been in a fight. Not in my adult life, but when I was in elementary school, I was getting bullied. An example of my bullying, if this is not going to go on my memoir, I don't know what is, but I was at lunch, just minding my own business, and instead of opening my milk with like the little sliver open, I opened the whole thing. So my milk's just sitting there open in the container. And out of nowhere, this guy launches a banana peel across the room, and it lands in my milk, and it splashes all over my face. So I was like, bitch, we fighting. As soon as we go outside for recess.
Did you really say bitch?
No, I was just like, hey, we're going to fight at recess.
That's such a different response. Bitch, we fighting too. Hey.
Well, I was still small. I was a small guy.
And then you fought him outside at recess?
I fought him out. Yeah, all the kids pile up. They're like, ooh. No, you'll never see kids run faster in a schoolyard when there's a fight.
It is the most exciting thing when I remember anytime there's a fight, because they were never really that good. Like, you're not really duking it out. It's just two people
it's the excitement of the fight.
Everybody just swarms, and then the teacher's trying to break through.
And they can't.
Yeah, that's like the whole part is your job as a student watching a fight is to keep the teachers from getting to them as long as you can.
It's so wrong, and we contribute to bullying.
And there's always that kid that runs and gets the teacher. Don't be that kid. Let them fight.
Yeah, so
throw hands.
We had a bunch, and oddly enough, we did not get caught. None of us I never got suspended for that fight. No one ever found out because our huddle was real good, and it was behind the trees. But how the fight ended is I was getting my ass kicked. I'm gonna just be frank. I was getting my ass kicked. So I did an actual
shocking.
I did a low blow, literally. I said, huh, right to his balls, and he said, huh. And then after that, I hit him again. Mind you. I did one of these because I was on the ground, so that was like my eye level. So I hit him, and then I kicked him while I was on the ground, and then he fell, and then we both cried, and then it was a truce.
Okay. My last fight I was in was my senior year of high school.
Ooh, high school fights. You're semi-adult.
This is, I was, and I was working for my dad all summer, so like I was working, like I was as strong as I'd been in my entire life. And some dude threw a piece of candy that was in his mouth at me, and I went and ended up hitting the wrong guy. It was like these two guys. I hit the wrong one. Just clocked him in the face because that's disgusting. It was the food that was in his mouth. He threw it at me. I have a thing about saliva. It's not okay.
So to do all that weird shit.
I'm sorry. I can't help you with that.
Well, what if I gave you $20?
No.
Ask her to play WMMS on iHeartRadio.
It's time to give stuff
All right, Bret Michaels and the guys from Poison are back together and on the road this summer with special guest Cheap Trick. They will play Blossom on Tuesday, June the 12th, part of the Northern Ohio Honda Dealers Concert Series. LiveNation.com if you need any more info on the show. But if you want to go, be caller 12. And they're yours. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
The Alan Cox Show.
Sure, you could listen to another show, but then how would you find the puppies we've buried in boxes around the city? 100.7 WMMS.
$35192. Want to text me? About 1 hour from now, give away some Cavs playoff tickets for Saturday night back here at the Q. Game 3 between the Cavs and the Raptors. Game 2 is tonight. But we'll do another round of our impromptu Cavs rally song contest. People are texting me, how do I get in? Round 420, we will take 5 contestants, and then we will have each of them sing. Very brief, impromptu, made-up song, and then we'll determine which 2 we like the best, and then we'll determine who wins the tickets. Pretty simple. Played it numerous times in the past. I like it. Doesn't require anybody to traverse traffic to get in here. They can do it on the phone. You know, they could do it from the comfort of their own home. They might be in traffic themselves, sitting there, desperate. for anything to distract them from the humdrum workaday lives, whatever. But you could be at the Q on Saturday night. Game 4 is going to be here as well. That will be Monday. And we're giving away more tickets for Saturday and Monday's games at WMMS.com. Hit the contest tab for that. If you are listening to this show on iHeartRadio from out of state, let me know where you are. Justin is a new bureau chief. He listens in Bay Ridge, which, if you are familiar at all with Brooklyn, that is going to be your southwest corner of Brooklyn, I believe, right? Take the Verrazano Bridge right into Jersey.
No one wants to take Southwest anymore, Alan.
From Bay... Not Southwest Airlines, Pound Cake.
Oh.
The southwest, the southern westernmost corner of Brooklyn is Bay Ridge. So Justin listens there. Mike is a bureau chief in Sarasota. Rick is in Mishawaka, Indiana. Alyssa is in Youngstown. Diane's in St. Louis.
If you fly Southwest now, can you bring like grappling hooks just in case?
Boy, they're going to have to make some accommodations for people down the line because the more this keeps happening with this old fleet they got up in the air, I don't know. They're going to figure something out. Still, I think people figure that the odds are with them that nothing's going to happen on their particular flight.
And there might be it might be a little dip in prices for Southwest, so people will still show up. They'll be like, I'll take the chance if I save $35.
I might be getting the information wrong, but I thought that flight where the woman got sucked out and subsequently died, I thought they offered every passenger $5,000.
Oh, yeah?
One of these recent effed up flights, they offered everybody on the flight $5,000.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. I mean, obviously that's in hopes that people don't sue the airline, but...
Oh, yeah, I'd take that $5,000 and be like, okay, can I use this as for...
for a lawyer?
Yep, for a lawyer.
Yeah, probably not.
Could you deposit my money into the law firm of Michael Cohen and Associates, please? Thank you very much.
Definitely not that lawyer.
Not
he's
that
a little
one?
tied up at the moment.
No, he's good. He'll pay off whoever need to pay off. And solid dude. I went to see Maria Bamford last night at Hilarities.
How was that? I love her.
Amazing. I'm such a huge fan of hers. She terrifies me but makes me laugh all the same. And that was literally one of my bucket list comedy shows because I love listening to Maria Bamford when she did Comedians of Comedy back in the day with Patton Oswalt and those guys.
Was the problem solved?
Was what?
Was the problem solved?
Was the problem solved?
Yeah, how do you solve a problem like Maria?
So she was...
I don't understand that reference.
What's that, Sound of Music?
I think that's Mamma Mia.
Yeah,
how do you solve a problem like Maria?
I think How Do You Solve a Problem Like Maria is from The Sound of Music, right?
I've never seen either. So.
Okay. My daughter, years ago, she's 13 now, but when she was about 5 or 6, she was in a full-on Sound of Music obsession. So that summer, we watched... I had never seen The Sound of Music before in my life. And I watched it every single day that summer with her.
Okay. Well,
but I think that song... Again, Mamma Mia is kind of an updated version of a bunch of old stuff, but I'm pretty sure that song is originally from The Sound of Music because Maria is the... Or one of these other... she's
played by Julie Andrews.
Yeah, but is that her name in that, Maria?
I guess so, yeah, I think so.
Right, and she's like a girl who wants to go against the grain, so the school's trying to figure out how they deal with her.
Oh, so she's ahead of the time. She didn't like gluten, so she's like, no grain.
That's right. Whatever you've got, I don't care if it's fennel, I don't care if it's quinoa, get it out of my face.
Trying to keep my carb count low, so I have a nice, tight Mary Poppins body.
Yeah. But Maria Bamford, unbelievable. I don't know that she does clubs that often. Maybe she's doing them more these days. It's a very hipster crowd.
Yes.
As you might expect.
She's great, though.
She is hilarious. She's nervous and twitchy and shaking the whole time, but she is so, so funny.
And she has one of the best Netflix specials out there. The one where she's just going from room to room, and they never really even mention it. It just starts in her living room, and then it goes from there to like a bowling alley and
Old
backyard.
Baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's great. So funny.
So it was, I was by myself, so they sat me like with 2 other people who were by themselves. But yeah, it was very, very good. So I got to check that off my list. A lot of angel wing back pieces in the crowd last night. A lot of skinny guys with mustaches, but that's okay. Although I did notice I kind of fell out of rhythm with the audience at some point. I found myself laughing at I find myself laughing at the crafting of the jokes and the lines and the tags and the mechanics. It's all great. I mean, it's funny stuff. But I was out of sync with the audience because so much of her audience is laughing at the familiarity of the mental health material.
Right.
Which I can't identify with to that degree.
Right,
but
'cause you're so mentally healthy.
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
But I
Good.
can't. But I can't.
Glad you know.
But I can't identify with like the people who are there because they are also sitting in the fetal position and super twitchy themselves. Like
Right.
I can't identify.
Yeah,
with
you're
that.
not that.
Right. Everybody's got something.
You don't go
but
that direction with
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
I was coming out of the men's room and there were two girls walking down the hall as I was leaving. The one girl goes, "Oh my God, I want her to adopt me." I'm like, "Did you just watch the last hour? That poor woman on stage doesn't need anything you've got to offer her."
Yeah, she does not need that kind
No,
of a burden.
she does not. Were you paying attention at all?
If anything, you should adopt her.
Yes.
That's how.
Take her under your wing.
Yeah, she needs protection.
Help her. Yeah, but she was she was great. I've always wanted to see her live, and so when I heard, and I don't even know that they talked about it that much, she had one show, one night, and I hit the club up a month ago, and I said, I will need a ticket for that show.
I'm a big fan of her. I love her series that was on Super Deluxe when that was still a thing, the Maria Bamford show.
Didn't
where
see
it's just-
that.
It's just
I liked Lady Dynamite, but I didn't
it
see
was
that.
just her, and she played all the different characters.
Yeah.
And she would just, it was her, like, after she had a mental breakdown, she moved back in with her parents and was just kind of getting her life back together. And it is so funny. And
Yeah.
it's weird, and, like, each episode's like 3 or 4 minutes. I love it.
I've got $1,000 here for you. We do our $1,000 bribe once an hour, usually around 30 past. Every one of these has got $1,000 attached to it. Somebody's got to win. I hope it's you. Good luck.
Your shot at $1,000. Now, text the keyword bank to 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply. That's bank to 200-200.
Good luck from WMMS.
Sound of Music, thank you for people. Not West Side Story. Some people are saying that. That's I Want to Live in America, right?
But also has some character named Maria.
There's, I think Rita Moreno might be Maria in that, but that's How Do You
haven't
Solve
seen
a
that.
Problem Like Maria, I believe, is The Sound of Music.
Yeah, that's when the nuns are singing and they're talking about her, and then that's when Julie Andrews runs out into the field like, the hills are alive.
I like that.
Oh, that's the one from the meme where it says, "This is how many F's I have to give."
That, and also when she's got the AKs in her arm. Just, anytime there's a school shooting and somebody says, she's spinning around with AKs on blast. Alan, you know how I know you're gay? Because you saw The Sound of Music and you liked school. Did you take a shrimp load of beatings? I did get beat up a lot, yes. All the more reason why I should have hated school. But I did like school. I just liked it.
Do you have a favorite teacher? Like, do you remember their name? Who was your favorite teacher?
I had a lot of nuns. I remember Mrs. Adams had a bottle of gin in her desk. Somebody found that out.
Yeah.
She was about 5 feet tall, so she's shorter than that.
Crazy. I've never seen anything like that. A teacher have a bottle of
I didn't
whiskey.
see it, but they found out much later than, my favorite teacher. I mean, once I got to 6th, 7th, 8th grade, my favorite teacher was always whatever the hot one was. Wherever we got a new one in, like a cute young teacher.
I love when you're old enough. Like, your teacher was just, like, then we thought they were so old. Like, they're, like, early 30s or late 20s, early 30s. We thought that was old then, and then we graduate, and then we become friends with them. Because I'll see them out, and then they're like, "Hey, man, like, how's it going?" And I'm like, hey, Mr., Elliot or whatever. And I'll see him out, and he says all the dirty words. He's talking about banging chicks. I'm like, wow, I really like you. This is great.
Your teacher would talk to you that way?
Not my teacher anymore, but, like,
right.
The former teacher.
Former teacher. But I'm just like, damn, this is awesome. Like, I wish you would have talked like this in school. I would have paid attention more. Like, I'm like, oh, that's just my bud Ted. Like,
my bud Ted.
Just my bud Ted. Like,
well, speaking of schools, there's a high school in New Jersey, and we talked about this a while ago because they were trying to figure out who was taking serial dumps on the football field track.
It's always the person you least suspect.
Always the person you least suspect. The police in Holmdale Township said it was happening on a daily basis. Obviously, they're going to think it's kids. They're going to think it's those goddamn ne'er-do-wells. They're going to think it's those damn slackers.
Right. Someone smoking pot before they come in.
That's
Maybe
right.
Someone that's been in trouble a bunch of times.
Yep.
Someone like a young Bill Squire would definitely take a dump on the football field.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Nope.
And neither did any other kids.
So a school cop started monitoring the area And the pooper continued to elude them for quite some time until they finally caught him. And it was the superintendent from a neighboring high school. He said he lives about 3 miles away. They weren't sure why he was doing it, but he was on paid leave from a 6-figure job as superintendent. And clearly a smart thing to do when you're hoping to keep that job. They found him taking a dump on the track at the rival high school.
This sounds almost exactly like something that would happen on the show Vice Principals.
Yes. Danny McBride take a steamer right there on the track.
But it's real life. That's the time we live in right now, where a superintendent with a $150,000 a year job is willing to put that on the line just to lay some cable on the track.
Lay some cable.
I've never heard that term before.
Oh, that's a good one.
It doesn't. Why would you do that? Like, what is the? I need to know the motivation. I need to know
a lot of people out
why
there
he was doing that.
think they got nothing to lose.
Rivalry.
I don't know what that's. For rivalry?
I don't know.
If he's a superintendent, he's like still kind of in charge of that school.
First of all, this is the kind of thing that high school kids should be doing. You're going to let a superintendent, you're going to let a grown-ass man replace you as the track pooper? You got to step up. This is the kind of stuff you're supposed to be doing if you're in high school. They're supposed to catch a 16-year-old kid dropping trow over the track.
I think we had
at 4 in the morning.
I think we had a pee corner that we would like after we'd get out of school and we'd be waiting for the bus, we would all sneak around and pee in this one corner. But that was it. Like, we didn't have like
a pee corner in the bus.
No, not in the bus, but like outside the school. That was behind some bushes.
Oh, okay.
Instead of going all the way back inside to go to the bathroom.
Gotcha.
You'd just, pee outside behind the bush.
We had a community pee bottle. Like, whenever
you and the pee bottles.
It wasn't just me. No, this is not just because you had to pee. Like, you could go to the bathroom if you had to pee. This was just almost like a hazing thing. Like, every guy in the class, I guess, peed in this bottle. And then whenever we would have, like, a person visit our class, like a kid or something like that, visit our class, they're like, hey, let's show you something. And they're thinking they're getting, like, some exclusive scoop or something like that. They would open up the bottle and just, like, hold it towards them, and you could just, like, smell it, and people would just, like, gag. And we thought it was, like, the funniest thing ever. Because it was, like, you're literally smelling the pee of, like, 30 dudes.
They needed they needed an exclusive scoop.
It was a jug, and I don't know how they hid that thing for so long, and no one ever found it. But
what grade was that?
This is high school.
Well, yeah, I figured high school.
Like in Oberlin.
No. This was at like my vocational high school, so it was all the kids from the county. Yeah, it was all the kids from all over. Oberlin was too small to do something like that.
Those are vocational peas.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know that my piss is stronger than yours.
It's true.
By the way, why does our office smell like bratwurst? Smells like there's a pork roast going on in there.
You guys leave something in the fridge?
I put something in the fridge. I had Naf Naf Cafe today for lunch.
That's Mediterranean, though, right?
Yeah, I don't know why it smells like bratwurst.
I walked in and it smells like somebody's like grilling sausages in there.
Wasn't me this time.
Yeah, I haven't even farted in there today, so I can't take credit for that.
No,
do you fart in there while Alan's in there?
Not while he's in there, but sometimes.
Well, that's his office
fart,
too.
yeah.
If you want to fart, you can fart in there.
Well, I farted in. Technically, this is my office, so
no, it's not.
But if
how is it not my office?
Because just because you use it, it's not your office. That's still a communal area. Our office is not a communal area.
And if I fart in there and he walks in and smells it, he will let me know that he smells it.
What will you say, Alan?
I wouldn't say anything.
Sure?
There's two of us in there. If you got to fart. I mean, I'm not going to be happy about it,
right.
but I mean, what do you know? If you're sitting there eating lamb and tabbouleh, I figure it's only a matter of time before it happens.
I just have a lot of eggs in my diet right now. So,
in other school news, by the way, a preschool in Olmsted Falls was vandalized. A preschool. School director went into the building at 7 a.m. Items pulled off the walls, toys scattered all over the place. And somebody had written on top of one of the storage bins, 666, with a pentagram and upside-down crosses were drawn on this rubbish bin.
I like it. I like that it's Satan-affiliated and not something racist, not something...
It's old school.
Yeah, it's like adorable in a way.
Yeah.
Whereas one of the 6 is backwards because it's at a preschool.
No. Like He-Man Women Haters Club, the backwards S? No. Hello.
Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, hey, what's going on, Satan?
So anyway, I heard about this school, and it's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
just wanted you guys to know I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but was it a tribute to you?
Probably. People don't know anymore. First of all, you wouldn't find me dead in Olmsted Falls. That's how you know it's not me. Second of all...
So you're saying Olmsted Falls is worse than hell?
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I'm just saying I ain't got no time to get over there.
All right.
So, if somebody did this on my behalf, I'm not a fan. It's old school. It's somebody not paying attention, Bill.
How would you like people to pay tribute to you?
All right. Listen, the whole 666 thing, right? It's not even really a thing anymore. That was something from the Bible, right? Something that people with half a brain attributed to me. I go with 143, frankly. Those three, you know.
What's 143?
Remember the old pager code for I love you?
Oh, you're all about love these days.
Well, see, it's a bit of reverse psychology on my part. Right?
Almost like sarcastic?
Listen, I do best with people who have, let's say, low mental fortitude. You know what I'm saying? Like Trump fans. They're desperate to be loved. So what I do is, I swing in, give them a little bit of that dum-dee-doo, and sweet fancy Moses, those cats are right in my back pocket. That's what I'm talking about. So 666, that's somebody that doesn't know anything. I go with 143.
143. And what was the tie into pager? I never had a pager, so I don't know those codes.
Well, I, it's one letter. Love is 4.
Okay.
U is 3. So back in the day, if you wanted code text somebody, 143.
Well,
so you had a side
look at me,
piece.
learning from Satan. Learning from the devil.
And
I
you
appreciate
say you
that.
don't like to learn.
I didn't say I didn't like to learn. I said I don't like to learn in school because I don't like their format.
You don't like the delivery.
Yeah.
All right. How's my delivery?
Spot on.
All right. No, I gotta go. But 666 is out.
143.
Yeah.
143 devil.
In these schools, by the way, if you got a kid who's really acting up, just peel back his hairline. You can see those 143 right there in his skull.
Oh.
Check it out.
Bye, Satan.
Now I gotta go.
I love hearing from Satan.
I want to rewatch The Omen, the original Omen. What a great movie. Guy gets decapitated by sheet glass. Great movie. Nanny throws herself out the window and hangs herself. Oh. Stuff dreams are made of. All right, I'm going to have garbage tickets for you when I return. They are on their 20th anniversary of version 2.0, so they'll get to the Roxino to do that for you in its entirety and a whole bunch of other stuff in October. So if you want to go see Shirley Manson, the boys will hook that up. 35192 if you want to text.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app.
OBM, IT Managed.
Hey, what's going on? Sliding in the DMs. Bill Squire. Pound Cake. This Friday is date night.
Can I just tell you that, like, I have been waiting for this for so long. Since I saw it on the billboard when driving past Playhouse Square, I was like, I have to go to that. And because I whine, bitch, and moan, I got tickets.
We're going to a press screening of, well, we got press passes to go to Aladdin at Playhouse Square on Friday. And, well, Pound Cake got him, and he was kind enough to invite me, which I appreciate, because I really want to see it, too. And, like, I've been talking with people, like, the more I talk about musicals, the more I realize, like, I'm kind of into musicals. Like, I enjoy them because it's live performance.
But it's funny, and it's entertaining.
It is entertaining, it is funny, and that's what I'm saying. Like, they're well written because they have to be. You have to be entertaining in those, or else people aren't going to show up because so much money goes into them.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the production. I love a live performance. And did you see Wicked?
No.
No. Okay. So I saw Wicked. I saw Book of Mormon, and those are like the first 2 musicals I've seen in a very long time, and I absolutely love them. So Aladdin was one of my favorite Disney movies. So of course I want to see that.
Book of Mormon was my first musical that I ever saw. So. I never got to go to Broadway in New York.
I've never been to Broadway. I saw the Phantom of the is it Phantom of the Opera?
Phantom of the Megaplex? Okay, you're really going Disney nostalgia.
No, I was at Phantom of the Menace, which is the Star Wars movie. Phantom. It's not Phantom of the Menace. It's Phantom Menace, but I said Phantom of the Menace. Oh, that's fucking funny.
You lost me on that one.
Yeah, I know, but I enjoy it. So I saw Phantom of the Opera when I was a kid.
and didn't really appreciate it because I was a kid and I couldn't even like follow the story. Like I was like,
Actually, you know what? I lied. I did see a musical when does an opera count as a musical?
no,
Because-
I mean that's like an old school musical kind of.
Because
I've seen some operas too. Because I like going to the Cleveland Orchestra.
we went to go see plays when we were like in like second or third grade, or no, maybe like third or fourth grade. We would put on plays every year. And to get like inspiration, they would take us to like a play. And that particular year, we were putting on La Cenerentola, which was French for Cinderella.
Yeah.
And then it just so happened that month or whatever, they had La Cenerentola playing at Playhouse Square. And so I give kudos to our teachers. They must have cared about us because it's not easy taking. Because
all those kids, yeah.
It was an open room, so whatever normal class you had, it was 2 grades. It was third and fourth graders.
Mm-hmm.
So you had 15 third graders, 15 fourth graders, and they took them all there. And I don't know how we sat through. And
I would never be able to sit through La Tarantula. That sounds
La Cenerentola.
La Tarantula. I'm just gonna go with La Tarantula. I can't say the other one.
But it was just so weird because I wasn't even old enough. Like it was all in French, like as the name. So I can't even read that fast. So they would have like subtitles above the screen.
Yeah.
I couldn't read that, so I was just like, I guess I should realize what's going on here.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably follow along just because you know the story of Cinderella, right?
Yes.
I'm excited to watch Aladdin and see how they adapt it to the stage because I imagine it's going to have some aspects
Special
of the
effects.
original, but like the special effects. But they get clever with that special effects. Like I
like
how
the
they
magic
do that.
carpet.
Yeah.
Like I wonder how they're gonna do the magic carpet. All the magic with the genie and stuff.
I imagine just like poofs and like little stage tricks.
Prince
but it's gonna
Ali,
be,
fabulous he, Ali,
I'm excited and I'm gonna this is
and it's
It's
perfect.
gonna be a good time, and then afterwards, I think we're gonna go to Porco because you've never been.
I've never been, and I figure
like I said, date night.
it literally is date night, but I'm excited just because it's a Friday, so it's not like we have to show afterwards, so I can stay out late. I don't have to worry about like getting out and doing this. And there's probably gonna be a lot of people out. We probably should make reservations there because
At Porco.
Yes, because
you can't make reservations.
Of course, figures. That's why I never go there because I'm like I'll go somewhere else. That's like not a 30-minute wait.
No, that's all right. We can get in there and get a drink. It'll be all right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching this episode of Sliding in the DMs. We'll be back. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I'm staying out in Medina right now, and I'm not in like Medina City. I'm out in the woods.
The sticks.
Yeah, like we are off of like the road, like I'm surrounded by trees, and today when I was driving to work, because I spent some time outside because it was nice today, and my sister works for my parents, and so I went to see my niece and everything. So like we're playing together, we're outside for a little bit, and I get into my car and I see something in my hair, like some dust or something. It was a goddamn spider.
Bill, that is like my worst nightmare.
It was like a little brown spider.
Oh no!
Like, and I was just, I didn't freak out.
I would be beside myself.
But I just like, get out of there. And
I
then
would bash
smashed
my
it.
head up against the dashboard. Like I would just be like doing like that. That is like my worst nightmare. My uncle, because when I was little, I looked like Chucky Finster. That's the only thing I can reference to. I had very wild and crazy hair, and I was kind of like a redhead too. Before my hair turned brown.
You need to get a picture of that.
I will
Throwback
try to
Thursday
find
that.
something. That's super
great.
Throwback Thursday because I looked a mess. I did look like Chucky Finster though. Big glasses, curly hair, and the way my uncle got me to start brushing my hair because I was just so unkempt and my mom didn't have time to do it and I would fight her on it. He told me about this story about how this woman had really crazy dreadlocks or she had a big fro or something like that, and she said when she finally decided to brush it, she brushed it and a bunch of spider babies came out. Like it was a bunch of. He told me about this story about there was like spiders had laid eggs in her hair, and when she tried to brush it, like spider babies came out. After that, I was like, none of that for me. I don't want spider babies to come in there.
My oldest daughter, when she was like 7, 8 years old, when she's going that transition from doing like baths with her mom to baths by herself, she would take a shower and then she'd brush her hair, and we thought everything was fine. And then one day we were going through hair and we found she had this dreadlock in the back of her head. Just because one big like clump of hair that we had to cut out because she wasn't brushing all her hair. She was just rushing through it because she was always that kind of kid, like just never would take the time to do things right. So one day we were
giving stuff away.
All right, it's the return of Shirley Manson, Hubba Hubba, and Garbage, Thursday, October the 18th. They'll play through the Hard Rock Roxino out at Northfield Park. They're celebrating the 20th, believe it or not, anniversary of version 2.0. So they'll do that album in its entirety, and they'll throw a whole bunch of other stuff at you, too. Roxino Box Office can hook you up with tickets, or you can just go to Ticketmaster.com. It's produced by Live Nation. Or be caller number 14 right now. I'll see you there. 2 for Garbage in October. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
From the Final Touch Construction Studios, this is the 50th anniversary of WMMS Buzzard Radio, an iHeart radio station. Ask Alexa to play WMMS on iHeart Radio.
Now back to the Alan Cox Show.
On the subject of the WMMS 50th anniversary, we have that big 50th birthday concert coming up at Blossom September the 16th. Sure, it's a ways off, but you're here before you know it, on the other side of summertime. And we have front row tickets for you to win. It's Ozzy Osbourne and Stone Sour. Ozzy celebrating his 50 years on the road, and Stone Sour this is coming along for the ride. So we have front row tickets for you to win for that show. What you do is next time you're in Giant Eagle, look for the Budweiser display. There'll be a code word on there, then you throw it in at WMMS.com, and you're registered to be right there in the front row. Get some of that Ozzy sweat all over you. Courtesy of Budweiser, presenting sponsor of the WMMS 50th anniversary concert. Cavs tonight, 6 o'clock is the first tip in Toronto against the Raptors, Game 2. You will hear that on WTAM 1100. We will join the Tribe doubleheader in progress at 5 o'clock. They're doing 2 against the Blue Jays. Everybody in Cleveland is playing everybody in Toronto tonight. Or a Toronto team, rather.
Yep.
And before that, about a half an hour from now, we'll do another round of our Cavs Impromptu Rally Song Contest, where we'll start with 5 people, and we'll take it down to 1. And that person will get tickets for Game 3 when the Cavs come back home Saturday night. But if you strike out with that, you can try to win them at WMMS.com in the contest tab, because we're giving away Game 3 and 4 tickets. Hey, John.
How's it going?
Hello, John.
How are you, Alan?
Good. What's up?
Good, good. No, I had a funny story about it's not the serial pooper, but funny story my uncle used to do when he went to Chardon High School. Chardon being, Chardon.
Yeah, not shoving your pants, yeah.
Yeah, so he, him and his buddies used to constantly remove the C from Chardon, and you can obviously assume what that would spell. So they had to bolt it down so they could never remove
it. Took me a
C
second. I was half paying attention. Right, okay, gotcha. Yes. Now you got me.
Yeah, I heard about the serial pooper, and I'm like, high school kids got to do something funny, but I mean, it wasn't myself, it was my uncle, but I figured I'd share it.
I understand. All right, thank you, John.
Hey, no
There's
problem.
John out in Menor.
They're doing the Lord's work.
Yes,
Appreciate
indeed.
it.
Did you do any high school prank? Like, not you specifically, but like, did your class do a senior prank? Or did that die out?
No, I wish we had. I think at Catholic school they made it so clear that they were going to put the screws to you if you did anything like that nobody tried. But my friends in public school, they did some amazing pranks. Like they would put something on the roof. Amazing stuff. I think my school did. I think they tried like the minimum. Like somebody Vaselined the stairwell rail. But then they were like, somebody falls, breaks their ankle, or what? I don't know.
Going to prison.
Something.
Like they make it seem so like
because it's
terrible,
Catholic school and it's all fire and brimstone, and they were like, if anybody does anything, we're going to withhold your diploma. You're not going to walk. Blah blah blah, and that put the you're months away from going to college, so that really does put the fear of God in people, literally and figuratively.
Your parents pay thousands of dollars for you to go there, so they'll if you're not going to get it at school, you're going to get it at home.
I think my brother, both of my younger brothers were way more rebellious in school than I was. So I think they might have done something like that. But I heard of a couple of, I can't recall them specifically, but at the time, some really genius pranks that were going on at the public schools around us.
There wasn't anything that I remember in school, but I remember there was legends, and one of the things, we had this commons area where it was the senior commons, and when you had study hall as a senior, you could go hang out there, and there's like a TV, and just you could talk, and you didn't have to do work. It was more of a hang than anything. And it was like 3 or 4 steps down. It was like this lowered area in the front of the high school. And the legend was that someone, one year, like one senior class, filled it with water and then goldfish.
Right.
And that was the senior prank that everyone would talk about for years and years. No one could ever actually get, like, there's no pictures of it.
You couldn't corroborate if it happened, yeah.
But it was always, like, that was the best prank that had ever happened, and no one actually had any proof of it.
Yeah.
I want people to call now, because I want some good, like, senior pranks. Because, I mean, I think putting something on the roof is, like, standard. Like, I think that's what everyone thinks of, because especially, I think our principal, he had a really, one of those 2-seater BMWs, and I think there was talks of, like, putting his BMW on the roof, because it was so small. You could lift it with, you know, like, 20 of your strongest football players. You could put that car up there. I just don't know how high you could lift it, but it was liftable.
Yeah, you'd have to use a crane to get it on the roof.
A crane, but, like, you could put it somewhere. You could lift it up and put it somewhere.
Yeah. If you have a crane, you can lift a lot of things.
I'm not talking about a crane. I'm talking about you could literally lift that car, because those 2-seater BMWs, they're tiny.
But how high is the roof?
I'm not talking about the roof.
Okay, so you're just saying put it up on blocks or something silly.
Yeah, like park it by a pond or park it outside of, like, an adult store or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Really stick it to him. He's like, I'm here every Thursday anyway.
That's right.
I don't know, but I want to hear some good pranks, because I never had the heart to do anything like that, because I'm lame, and I always thought about my future. Like, just like I never send nudes, because I always thought about my future. But some people are just like, YOLO, and they'll do stuff like that. They don't care.
Yeah. YOLO. Alan, I recently got out of rehab, and I just wanted to thank you guys for getting me through some rough times and always making me laugh. Hate you all. Keep it up. Well, glad we could help.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And in honor of you,
I do coke so I can work longer, so I can earn more, so I can do more coke. I do coke so I can work longer, so I can earn more, so I can do more coke.
you see they're doing a, tomorrow they're releasing the remixed Arrested Development on Netflix.
What is the remixed?
Well,
I didn't even know about this.
When they came back with season 4, a lot of people didn't like the way it was shot. Rather than it all being kind of one, like, for people familiar with Arrested Development, it really jumped around a lot. And what they decided to do for season 4, people had clamored for one more season, and it was kind of less than satisfactory because of the way that they did the timeline, where they more focused on individual characters per episode. So I guess they've recut it to make it look like
regular episodes.
You're like regular episodes.
That could make it way better.
And they've also announced
not great, but better.
Yeah, they've also announced that they will do a season 5. Yeah. So the season 4 remix, which is called Fateful Consequences, will hit Netflix tomorrow.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
The handle sober.
Let's just go back to what we do best. Tweak me. George!
This is not what it looks like.
It looks like you're tweaking her nipples through a chain link fence.
Yeah, that's it.
I love that show.
That is it.
Those first 3 seasons are some of the best television
They're amazing.
of all time.
Yep.
It's so funny and so original, so good.
Did you see the Ron Howard video where he narrates Star Wars like he did Arrested Development?
No, but that's great.
Yeah.
Meet Darth Vader. He's upset because his daughter, Princess Leia, stole his secret plans.
I want to know what happened to the plans.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She actually did. Fortunately, Leia's droids landed in the backyard of Luke Skywalker, who found her secret message.
Who is she? She's beautiful.
She's his sister. Curious for answers about the message and the girl, Luke finds Obi-Wan in the desert.
Don't seem to remember ever owning a droid.
From a certain point of view...
Obviously, for people who don't watch Arrested Development, this, you know...
Yeah, the Venn diagram here is probably not the biggest.
But
it is funny.
People are familiar... I think more shows have kind of copied that third-person narrator bit, too.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So they kind of identify a little bit more.
Obi-Wan was lying.
R2, 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 R2.
Back home, Obi-Wan tells Luke about a religious cult he and Luke's father belonged to.
How did my father die?
Well...
He was a good friend.
Well, Well, hoping to meet his mystery girl, Luke followed Obi-Wan to find a ride across the galaxy. Not with him, but with this guy.
You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon? It's the ship that made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs.
Hey, that would make an interesting movie. Go see Solo, a Star Wars story, only in theaters May 25th.
Right. You mean the first night of the Alan Cox Show Comedy Tour is competing against Solo?
Yes, it is.
Oof, I didn't know that.
And that's why I'll be seeing it the night before, one of the preview screenings.
You're like, I got to bail from the comedy tour.
Yeah.
I can't do it this year.
Bill's going to be late. He's going to see Solo.
I forgot Ron Howard got tagged in to direct Solo.
Yeah, because whoever they had...
Those two dudes.
They were trying to make it too, like, improv-y and funny. And,
were they?
Yeah, that's what reports were.
Well, what? They had the trailer in front of Infinity War. I think that was the first time I saw the trailer. Looks okay. Yeah.
I'm there for it. It's tracking, like, to do big numbers, so...
Yeah.
They're going to keep making these things because they keep making so much money.
And what's tomorrow?
Tomorrow is May the 4th be with you.
Tomorrow's Star Wars Day, May the 4th. Why didn't they put Solo out on May the 4th?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably because it's so close to Infinity War.
Yeah, maybe so.
Well, that was the original release date for Infinity War, and then they moved it up like 2 months when they put the tickets on sale.
Oh, I see. So. Okay, hey, Kirk.
Hey, what's going on, Alan?
How are you?
I'm doing well. Love the show.
Thank you, sir.
What's going on, Bill? How are you today?
I'm all right. I'm a little stuffed up from my allergies. If you can't tell, like a little
ragweed getting in the mix.
It's very annoying.
All right.
I was calling because you guys were talking about good senior prank stories, and I actually grew up in Wisconsin and got a pretty good one for you. At the time, there was a really bad carp problem going on in the town of Sun Prairie, just outside Madison, and the seniors decided to take these large fish and throw them in the air vents of the school. Summertime was getting pretty hot, and they ended up doing thousands of dollars worth of damage to this high school and got suspended, weren't allowed to graduate, and actually ended up getting charged and had to pay for it. So
yeah, we did that to a lot of years ago. We did that to a club that wouldn't pay my band. We told them we had to come back to get our gear, and we ran up the street and we bought a cod from the deli, and we put it in the vent.
So gross.
Yeah, and it sat there for I think about almost a week before they realized. So as you can tell, it was pretty ripe when they discarded the fish carcass. So.
Yeah, no bueno.
Yeah, you know what they say,
exactly.
carpe diem.
Well, hey, I just want to call and share the story. I love the show.
Thank you, Kirk. All right, brother. Later. Take care. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Alan. How you doing?
What's up, man?
I wanted to touch on the student pranks of the senior year. We would pee in water bottles, the squeezable kind, and then put a little print pick in the lid, and then we would squeeze it at the underclassmen and splash them with pee.
That's so gross.
Is that a prank or is that just assault? I'm pretty sure that's just assault.
Squeezing pee on underclassmen.
It would be like if
they
it was
just got to the school. Like, what did they do to you?
It would be one thing if it was like in the ceiling and it was just dripping and no one knew who did it. But if you're openly doing it and squeezing it, that's not. I mean,
it's so
you're gonna get
gross. I'm not a fan of that stuff. Like if some poor freshman goes home and smells like piss because some senior kid, like you're almost out of there. I don't know.
Yeah, we do the whole stink bomb bit.
Yeah, like the what are they? The little capsules that have the sulfur in them.
I had a friend that would regularly smash those in the hallway, and he thought it was real cool. And I'm like, dude, but then we just all smell bad today.
Yeah, the whole place smells like rotten eggs.
Like we have to be here all day.
No, you could get expelled for that now. You can't light it. You better not do anything related to anything like that in school.
I liked clever stuff. It just clever things required a lot more effort and time, and I understand why people wouldn't necessarily go for those. But
yeah, like one thing that I would do, I would act like I was sick and then not go to school for like 2 or 3 days in a row.
That's a hell of a prank.
Pranks on them.
Wow, that's really good. And then they're going, hey, where's Bill Squire? And then they go, oh, wait a second. He got us. Prankster. Hey, Nick.
And sometimes I would do this. I would get into so much trouble that they told me not to come to school for like 3 or 4 days at a time.
I'm pretty sure that's called suspension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pranks
Joke's on you, school.
I wasn't mad about it.
Wait, so my punishment is I don't have to go to the place that I hate? For 4 days?
And
all right, head hung low.
All I have to do to get one of those punishments is not shut up and be annoying and funny.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I'm in.
I'll do it.
You'll be screwed if you get like one of those ISRs. Like
I got those all the time.
What is that?
It's like in-school suspension or a Saturday school.
What's the R?
Oh, they didn't have the
in-school restriction.
They didn't have Saturday school at my high school, but boy, I went to Highland for 1 year, my freshman year, and they had those, and I would just keep skipping them until they gave me ISR, so that I didn't have to. But I didn't want to waste my Saturday.
Yeah, it's like
I'd rather get suspended than have to waste a Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
What's going on?
Just calling, same vein with the out-of-school suspensions. I hit a kid one time, and that gave me a 3-day out-of-school. That was the best.
You hit a kid, like with your car or what?
Oh, no, punched him in the face and split open his lip.
Oh, you punched him, yeah. And why was that? Just because you wanted to get out of school? And he was the unlucky recipient?
Bunch of stupid, angsty kids.
Oh, yeah. All right, well. I guess.
All I have to do is hit people, and I don't have to come to school. Fantastic.
I guess so. Thank you, Nick. I guess I wouldn't put that in the prank file.
Yeah, it's not really a prank.
Yeah, I couldn't go to school because I punched a kid in the face.
I don't think that was his senior prank. I think he was just elaborating on what Bill said.
Yeah.
I see. Hey, Gus.
Hey, Alan, how are you doing?
I expect a quality prank story from a guy named Gus.
Oh, man.
Is the name Gus short for something, or is it its own name?
Short for August.
August. Okay.
Or Augustus.
Okay, I gotcha. All right,
Or
go
Gustav.
ahead, Gus.
Oh, I heard a story from a friend of mine about a high school prank that was Jesus. So the seniors
pranking Jesus. I like it.
What we did was we made him walk across a lake. This son of a bitch did it. You wouldn't believe it, but joke was on us, really. All right, go ahead, Gus.
So the seniors bought a bunch of crickets, frogs, and rats, and put them all and just released them all in the gymnasium overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just all these bugs, frogs, and rats. Next day when they open the school up.
It's going to suck if you're trying to run a school.
But how many
and you know senior prank is coming up and you're like, Christ, I don't want to spend money on an exterminator. Just don't let rats go in the school.
The furthest extent that our pranks were was someone taking a taking a poop in the urinal. Like those were like the days where we were like, somebody did it. Like
right. Gus's class let a whole bunch of organisms loose, all of which carry different kinds of diseases, and then let them through the school. Like, hey, we don't know where these rats came from. They might have cholera.
But if they get school canceled for a day or two, I'm all for it.
School is canceled on account of cholera, everyone. Although I think that's a waterborne illness. Nevertheless. All right, thank you, Gus.
You know what they'd actually have to worry about more?
What's
with
that?
all those kind of animals?
Well, I think you'd have to worry about because he said crickets. He said all kinds of bugs. He
said frogs.
He said frogs. You got to go to a pet store, and then they go, hey. You think a pet store would go, why are you buying 55 frogs?
Right.
Like, well,
because the rats were too expensive. But they did say rats and rat bite fever. Is that? Did you not know what that was?
I'm working on a Mendel box. Yeah, rat bite fever.
No. You have it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I was stalling.
I thought you were closer to it.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
We're out of touch with that one.
Thank you. Hey, Chad.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up?
How are you?
Good.
Right on. So, just a quick prank story. It wasn't a senior prank. I was actually a freshman. And a couple buddies of mine were sitting down in the basement just trying to think of a way to get out of school the next day. And we devised a plan to get school canceled on the radio for a snow day. So
and how did you do that? You call in a bomb threat?
What's that?
You didn't call in a bomb threat, did you?
No bomb threat. No. Way more intelligent than that, I hope. We used to listen to this old radio station. It was 106.9. Back in the day, it was called Rock 107. They had this DJ, Jennifer Wild, who was a younger girl. Right? So my buddy calls her up and asks her if there's any snow cancellations. She says no. Why? He's like, the other radio stations have a bunch. And, she was dumb and kind of gullible, and she fell for it. And she said, "What's radio station?" And he rattled off a name and gave her my phone number to my house.
Right.
So she proceeds to hang up with him and calls me directly, and I answer the phone. I'm like, HBC FM. And she just straight up asked, "Do you have any school closings?" And I rattled off, 5 or 6 local school districts.
Yeah, okay.
When you know it, she had it on the radio.
Look at that.
That's pretty genius.
Well, we're not.
Pretty good, except the only bad thing is she had my phone number.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't think that detail through.
No, we did not. So when we finally went back to school, it was a big deal. I had to go. I got 3 days out and expulsion hearing.
What?
Yeah.
Expelled, but ended up having to clean up trash in the school property every Saturday until the end of the summer.
But I bet it was still worth it if you had it on cassette or you had it on something recorded. I mean,
it was legendary.
Fortunately for you, Chad, those of us on this side of the microphone, we're not really a bright bunch. So
she probably felt terrible too, because she was probably like, "I'm just trying to get this gig. I'm trying to get something
Of course,
bigger.
yeah. I'm trying to get out of Canton. Why not?
I canceled 4 school districts.
Bad at that one. I think she lost her job over it.
You got her fired?
That's not good.
I think so.
Well, some people will put anything on the air. If you
Sum Ting Wong, Wee Tu Lo, Ho Li Fook, and Bang Ding Ao.
There you go. The Asian pilots.
Little bastard, get me fired. Oh, heads would roll.
She probably didn't get fired. Well, maybe she did. What the hell do I know?
Did.
What the hell?
4 school districts.
And I don't know who that is because there's a million girls in radio that use Jennifer Wilde as their name, so that could have been anybody. But all right, I'm going to break. We'll return, and you will have to sing if you want to get Cavs tickets. They will be back here in town Saturday night for Game 3 of the NBA playoffs. We'll do our impromptu Cavs rally song contest. You got something short, 10, 15 seconds you want to belt out for us? It might get you and a pal to the queue on Saturday night to be there. Hashtag whatever it takes. This is what it takes, you singing. 216-578-1007. or 800-348-1007.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Side in the DMs. I replaced Pound Cake with Mary.
Hi.
Which makes me very happy, and I'm sure you're all pretty happy about it. Don't worry, he'll be back at some point, but he's just probably eating Chipotle right now, as he does.
Chipotle.
All right, well, you can have some after the show. Okay. So, we just announced the Alan Cox Show Comedy Tour 2018, the 9th one, and Mary Santora will be performing.
I'm so excited.
This is your second one, right?
My second one. I was on 2015.
Yes.
That was the last one that I did. And then now I'm back, and I'm super excited. To this day, the House of Blues show on the last one is the best set I've ever had.
That,
so I am
you did crush it incredibly hard.
Very excited to hopefully top that this year.
Yes,
so.
and this year you will be closing one of the shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Kent Stage show.
The Kent Stage show.
Yes.
So, and you haven't performed at the Kent Stage. Last time we did it at the Tangier.
Yeah.
I love the Kent Stage. It's it's a theater show.
Good.
And it's everyone sitting. I always enjoy that. That's my favorite place to perform of all the places that we have performed. I love House of Blues. They treat us great, but with the bars in the back, it always becomes
rowdy.
A little bit rowdy, and then also that's the one that all our salespeople come to, and they sit up in the box, and by the time the second to last comics are on, damn it, he's back. It's all right.
Period.
We're siding in the DMs.
I could tell.
Yeah.
I could tell.
You were replaced.
Bitch, taking my spot. Get out of my spot.
Thank you.
So, I just, I like a well-behaved comedy audience, and that's what you get at the Kent Stage.
Well, that's the one I'm closing out.
Oh,
so
you're gonna
everybody
crush it.
come.
So
it's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm doing I'm letting you close one night and letting you. Alan asked me to close them. I said I'm not that good anymore. I'm not. I really am not. I don't feel up to the task of closing out these shows. But I wanted Mary to close, and I want to make Mike Paramore. He's closing the House of Blues show, and they're both really funny comedians. They're out doing it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not, so I don't have the I'll have new material. I always bring new material, but I don't have the chops right now that you guys have because you're doing it on a nightly basis on the road and just crushing. Right. And so I just wanted to give you guys an opportunity to shine. And also,
Bill's just being coy about saying that he's excited to open for me.
Yeah,
is what
honestly,
it's
it's the first time I've ever done that.
Yeah, good one.
So,
but it's gonna be super fun.
It's super fun, and you can get tickets at AlanCoxShow.com. I think they go on sale Friday. If you're watching this after Friday the 4th, then they're on sale now. So
there you go.
What's your goals? Like, what do you got? Merch? You gonna have?
I'm
some
gonna
merch?
have some merch.
Yes.
I actually did.
Ooh, is it a surprise or can you?
It's fine. I have Pants designing me a poster that says "Crushing It." So
Nice.
we're gonna do a hashtag "Crushing It." It's gonna be really cool, and he already sent me some stuff, so it's gonna be exciting. Aaron Seacrest's a very
He designed
talented local designer.
a bunch of stuff that I've put out there. The T-shirt, the Cake Guardian shirt, my favorite merch that I've ever had is that's an Aaron Seacrest design. And
Yeah, he's really good. So he's got a poster going for me right now, and then I'm working on shirts, but I don't think they'll be done by that time. So.
But
I'll release the poster.
That's your saying though. Hashtag crushing it.
Crushing it.
That's
yes,
that's
my
your.
thing.
Here's
I'm
my
brand
sign.
It. I'm going to brand it.
Yeah,
and
you
I don't
should
care.
because
right. I'm a brand. Isn't that what it is?
Sure.
Sure.
So come check out the Alan Cox Show comedy tour.
Yes.
You can go to AlanCoxShow.com and. Tomorrow we're doing something very special for the tour. I don't think we're gonna announce it yet, but it's
I don't even know what that
is. I thought I told you about it, but I'll tell you off air.
Camera.
But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll be right back.
Thanks.
And follow Mary on Instagram and Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
What is it?
Mary Santora Comedy on Instagram and Mary _Santora
I always
on
mix
Twitter.
them up.
Yes.
So, all right.
Do that.
Do that.
Maybe you should listen to some Pound Cake songs to put yourself to sleep. That could do it.
Do you try like reading to go to sleep? Maybe that would be a better thing to do than just waxing one out.
Reading, that'll make you tired.
Yeah.
Clearly, if the waxing one out isn't doing the trick, it's not making you tired enough.
And yeah, you're right. And then it doesn't even help because I'll sleep and then I'll wake up right before my alarm goes off, and I hate that. I'm like, I literally want these last 10 minutes.
Oh, I do that too.
Yeah, that's
my body wakes me up. I'm like, why would you wake me up? I don't get no sleep. I start cussing myself out, and that's how I
don't get no sleep, brain. Why are you waking me up?
Who does that? Who cusses themselves out before the day even starts? And you get dressed. I'm like, damn it, I don't want to do this no more.
It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Do you think because of your 4 a.m. hot tubbing, that throws off your sleep cycle?
That's only on the weekends, though.
Yeah, but it's still a sleep cycle. You still have to try and get to bed around the same time.
Though, I don't get enough. I don't have a lot of free time during the week. So then the weekends, that's when I thought and bop. I need that stuff. Otherwise, I would go insane.
Right, but that just carries over into the week. I mean, it's just going to be a cycle you're going to have to live with if you want to do that.
I'm gonna be like Michael Jackson and have somebody give me propofol to go to sleep.
I need more milk. Doc, more milk.
I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go to bed. Are you ready?
Propofol.
Mouth wide open, I'm drooling. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to start my day.
Yeah, what could go wrong? Pound Cake's on propofol. Comes in here all sallow and.
How does
What's
that
up, guys?
How does that even count as energy? Your brain's not recharging while you're passed out, is it?
No, that's not real sleep. I don't think so.
How did he survive that long by doing that?
Well, I mean, it's something like real sleep, but it's not real.
Yeah, if you get into a cycle,
that's insane.
But that's why you should work on something that doesn't require a very dangerous drug. Reading, a little meditation, just some calm down time.
Maybe
that doesn't involve getting your heart rate up first.
Right.
Maybe feeding your brain information can be your drug, Pound Cake.
I watch Wendy
in
Williams
the form
every
of
night.
reading.
That's not
Wendy
information.
Williams.
That information.
It's the 411.
And how, by the way, would that help you drift off to sleep watching that ghoul?
Call her a ghoul.
Before you close your eyes.
I just slapped.
She's terrifying. That's the last thing you want to see before you close your eyes is Wendy Williams.
Someone with eyes that don't close.
Oh. Whatever. What's her phrase? How you doing?
How you
right.
doing?
Right. Her Joey Tribbiani move. Yeah.
How you doing?
I was in line at the post office this morning, and the woman behind me had a toddler. And I don't know if they watch a lot of Friends or if she just thought it was funny, but the kid kept going, "How you doing?" And the mom would go, "How you doing? How you doing?" And she was clearly doing it. With a toddler, you have to get them into a feedback loop to keep them calm before they realize there's other stuff they could be looking at or doing. So she was clearly trying to do that. But it's like, wow, how did that start with that family? Either the mom was a Friends fan and thought it was funny, or the kid just heard it and started doing it, and it became his thing. How you doing? Or maybe the kid was a big Wendy Williams fan.
Maybe.
That just now occurred to me.
Did he do it like
maybe
this?
the mom watches Wendy Williams, and that's where it came from. See, I'm showing my age. I go right to Friends. I bet the mom watches Wendy Williams. She looked like she was all of 24 years old.
Did he like extend his hands and was just like, "How you doing?" like that?
Extend his hands?
Yeah, do this. That's how she does it. She goes, "How you doing?"
Oh, like the drying your nails thing? No, didn't do that.
Just say it real quick.
I'm trying to eat nuts. Say what? The YouTube stuff again?
Hey everybody, welcome to Sign in the DMs. I'm Bill Squire.
And I'm Pound Cake. What's up, guys?
So I've been working on some things in my life, and one thing that I do a lot is just avoid things. That's like my thing.
Like
some people are like too confrontational. I just avoid it, and hopefully it goes away.
Like instead of resisting temptation, you just stay away from all temptation.
Not even as much that. It's
You
more
smell
like,
really good, by the way.
Thank
What
you
color
very
do you
much.
have on?
Just deodorant, and it's probably my hair stuff.
Yeah, that smells real good.
Thanks, Annie. My girl hooked me up.
Oh yeah, that smells good.
Closed due to flooding. 480 westbound is off the pace from Warrensville Center to Broadway, and you have a couple of accidents working Route 82 at York Road and Route 82 after Carter Road. I'm John Crawford in the Traffic Center.
This report is brought to you by Conrad's Tire Express and Total Car Care.
Right now, it's Tire Wars at Conrad's. Buy any 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires and get a $70 rebate via reward card after submission. 37 Northeast Ohio locations to serve all your automotive needs.
Yo, what up, Alexa?
What up, bro?
Play WMMS on iHeartRadio.
I got you, fam.
They like getting letters from the audience. Unfortunately, those letters are usually F and U. It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.
All right, 35192. You want to text? We got some contestants lined up here. We got Cavs playoff tickets for when they return home to play the Raptors on Saturday night. Our Cavs impromptu rally song contest. We'll get here going in a minute. If you go to AlanCoxShow.com, keyword comedy, that will get you all the information you need to join us for this year's Alan Cox Show comedy tour. It's going to be going down over Memorial Day weekend, end of this month. And the pre-sale is going on now until 10 o'clock tonight. So AlanCoxShow.com, use the keyword comedy in the search there, and that will get you to where you need to go. Your password for pre-sale tickets is just WMMS. So Friday the 25th, we'll do one show at the House of Blues downtown, and the next night we'll head out to the Kent stage. You can get info on all the comics. Cody Cooper, Jasmine Carter, Bill Squire, Mary Santora, Mike Paramore, yours truly. Pound Cake will be there. Matitude will spin. And it's all brought to you by Great Lakes Brewing Company. So thanks to them. And we got some surprises in store for you as well. That we'll tell you about in the very near future. We're going to be joining the Tribe doubleheader in progress very soon. I think Tom Green is in here tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Love Tom.
Love Tom, too. We haven't seen him in a while. Cedric the Entertainer was going to be joining us today. What? But then I told him that his shows this weekend are all sold out. So I said, I assume you're a busy guy, so if you'd like to bail, I will understand.
Yeah.
And he said, I will bail.
He was gonna wait. He was gonna be on the phone or in person?
He was gonna be on the phone.
Damn it!
And so I'm like, I'll be a cool guy and give him the out.
Yeah.
But he hosted the White House Correspondents' Dinner a long time ago, and I would love to have talked to him about that. He's on the Last OG, that Tracy Morgan show.
Yeah, surprised he didn't do it just for publicity for that.
Like I said, he's a busy guy. So, I don't even think he knew, but I told him, I go, the shows are all sold out. So, but anyway. Okay, we've got these tickets to give away for Game 3, Cavs-Raptors, Saturday night. Games 3 and 4 back here in Cleveland, of course, Saturday night, and then Monday night. If you didn't get through here or you strike out otherwise, we've got tickets for you to win at WMMS.com. Use the keyword contest, or just go to the tab there. I like the breakout here. I've got 5 contestants on hold. We've got 2 guys.
With the names.
2 guys and 3 girls. All right? We've got Ben is going to be our first contestant. In fact, I'll bring him on here. Hi, Ben.
Hey, guys.
How you feeling?
Number 1, huh?
Are you feeling lucky?
We'll see. I wrote this up while I was on hold, so I think it might be good enough.
All right.
Give it a shot.
No, hold on. Next contestant will be Jesse. And then we'll have...
Jesse boy, Jesse girl.
It says Jesse. I'm assuming that's a guy. Correct, Pound Cake?
Yes.
Yeah, Jesse. Right. And after Jesse, it'll be Lorraine. And then we'll talk to Mary, who I assume is a girl. And then we'll wrap with Monica. So we'll have 2 guys and then 3 girls. I don't know how this will break out. We have had pretty even distribution of playoff tickets between men and women while we've done the Cavs playoff contest.
Yeah, first winner was Kaylee. Mm-hmm. And then we had, who was the second winner? I can't remember his name.
Jay.
That's
was the guy who sang the Etta James.
Yeah.
And got tickets last time. So let's get to it. Ben, when you're ready, let's keep these short, 10, 15 seconds, just so we can hear what you got. And give us what you got, Ben. Good luck.
All righty. Tristan's going to bang on everything that moves. Bron's going to bring that crown down on them fools. Hashtag this, whatever it takes. We come from the land and we'll put you in your place. Sorry, Canada, but Drake has an ugly face. Got a problem with my team? Perk will put your body in a brace.
Okay, there you go.
I liked it a lot.
He kind of went the spoken word route. You're doing what?
I was just saying, when you got bars, you're supposed to hype him up.
When you got bars.
I don't know what just happened to Pound.
Well, you've got bars, apparently, according to him, Ben. So, okay, hold on. There's Ben, but a spoken word action there from him.
I'm snapping.
Right, yeah. Doff your tam o' shanters in his direction, in your berets. Jesse is next. You are a guy. Yes, Jesse?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, there's Jesse. We'll want to make sure that we were addressing you correctly. Are you ready, Jesse?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a rock song in the form of kid rock, actually. So,
Gotcha. All right, lay it on us. All right.
All right. Ball, basketball, dribble it, get a basket, Cavs are going to win the playoffs. Now don't you feel it? Ball, basketball, dribble it, get a basket, Cavs are going to win the playoffs. Now don't you feel it? His name is LeBron James.
All right, there you go.
All right, I like that.
That's Jesse taking Kid Rock's Ba Wit Da Ba and
basketball.
Balling
That's
out on it.
creative.
Right, there you go. All
Already
right,
a play on
good.
word.
Hello, Lorraine. Are you ready?
I am.
All right. And where are you calling from, Lorraine?
Well, I'm in North Olmsted, but I live in LaGrange.
Lorraine from LaGrange.
Yes.
All right. Give us what you got and good luck.
Okay, thanks. King James to infinity. You know the ball on fire. We're going to dribble, 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 dunk and score like the ball on fire. We're going to slam dunk and take shots until we game out. LeBron James on fire. Cavs ball. He was born in Akron. Mama said that everyone would know his name. He's the best Cleve's ever had. If you think he's burning out, Cavs never am. Cavs on fire.
All right, thank you. There's Lorraine. She's okay.
Should have been longer, Lorraine.
Yeah, that's all right. I like that she called it Akron.
Akron.
Right. All right, hold on, Lorraine. Thank you for that. Lorraine giving us Pitbull's Fireball. We'll go next to Mary. Where are you calling from, Mary?
From my car, 77 South.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, I'll be joining you there shortly.
Indeed.
Oh, great.
Are you ready, Mary?
How's it looking?
I am.
Traffic?
Yes, a lot of traffic.
A lot of traffic. I believe they call that rush hour.
Yeah.
Rush hour.
Right. All right, Mary, go when you're ready.
Okay. I gotta know right now where you will let get in the field we play. Please, no more pushing my team. It's where you make me so happy for the rest of the night. Will you take us to the finals and make us a chance? I gotta know right now before we go any further. Will you win that game 3 of the series?
All right, there's Mary. What song is that? Was that Beyonce or what was it? I was trying to figure it out, but it was kind of overmodulated.
Meatloaf.
What was it?
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Dash by the parrot.
Oh, Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand you.
Yeah, it was really hard to hear you.
Hard to understand you. That may work against you, Mary. We'll see.
Sorry, Mary.
We'll see what the judges think, and by judges I mean us. All right, hold on, Mary. There's Mary in traffic who was doing some meatloaf. Don't let your meatloaf. Finally, Monica is our last contestant, 5th and final, for these Cavs tickets for Saturday night. Where are you calling from, Monica? All right, and are you ready?
Yeah, I guess I'm ready.
Well, with an attitude like that, I can't wait to see what she's come up with.
I'm all right. I'm nervous.
I understand. I fully understand. Okay, Mary. Monica, sorry. Whenever you're ready.
All right, you ready?
I am.
Okay. What's the difference between us and them and the Avengers, who still need a part 2? We got a player named LeBron who can throw it down and run the game all over you. I got the Cavs in 4. I got the Cavs in 4. I got the CAVS throwing it down, going all the way, whatever it takes. I got the Cavs in 4. I got the Cavs in 4. I got the CAVS throwing it down, going all the way, whatever it takes. That's what I
Right, there's Monica. She's got bars. All right, hold on, Monica.
All right.
We will consult here. In the meantime, I'm going to try to get you some money. Our $1,000 bribe still continues. That means that every time I play one of these keywords, you got a shot at $1,000, okay? So here is this hour's. Good luck.
$1,000. Now, text the keyword WIN to 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply. That's WIN to 200-200. Good luck from WMMS.
So now we will consult amongst ourselves. I have underlined the contestants that I think should go on to the second and final round.
I have mine as well.
Okay, Pound Cake and I chose the same two people.
I think we all
we are
chose
unanimous
the
in our choice. Okay,
There was what I knew absolutely I wasn't going to vote for.
Okay, Ben, you didn't make it to the second round, but thank you for your effort, sir.
Fifth.
All right, thank you. Hey, Lorraine, you didn't make it to the second round, but thank you, Lorraine.
All right, thanks.
All right, thank you, baby. Hey, Mary.
Yes.
The road for you ends here, my dear, but thank you for calling in and giving of yourself. Thank you. That means that Jesse is one of our final contestants, and that means that Monica is our other second final contestant. All right?
Well, Monica's hype.
Monica's she got bars.
Yeah.
That's what Pound Cake said. She got bars.
Unless maybe it was Jesse that got that happy. He starts squealing, woohoo! Woo!
Now, you each have to give us another rendition of something. Who wants to go first?
Doesn't matter.
No one says they want to go first.
If I'm a gentleman, I should let the lady go first.
All right. Well, since Jesse went earlier before Monica, so I'll have you go first this time.
Okay.
This is for the tickets. All right. You let me know when you're ready, and you give us something else.
Okay. I just start whenever.
You start whenever.
Start whenever.
Okay. C A B N F. Vocab. 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 Let's go. All right.
All right. There's Monica. Right. And Jesse, you're up whenever you're ready here, sir. Let us know what you got and go to it.
All right. Well, I was thinking about it. I was thinking that I might honor Pound Cake and Bill, as I heard they were going to be able to go see Aladdin.
Right.
So I thought I'd do a little rendition of that. It's not going to be as nice as their show, but it'll lead up to it, I guess.
All right.
Let's see what you got.
Let's see what you got.
Okay. The Cavs are the best in the world at shooting threes and stealing the ball. At getting low shots with low turnovers. Come on now, guys, please vote for me. Whatever it takes, don't you dare close your eyes. Whatever it takes, keep them open, you shoot better. I live out in God knows where. It's time to share these playoff tickets with someone who is me.
All right, there's Jesse. He's the second of our two contestants, so now we need to figure out between the three of us who we think. I have a feeling I know who you guys will like.
All right, well, I will share my vote first.
Yes.
Okay, I liked I liked what Monica did, but it wasn't all that complicated. The degree of difficulty just wasn't there, so I'm going to go with Jesse.
Pound Cake?
Jesse butchered one of my favorite songs, so I can't give him my vote. So I voted Monica.
Oh. So I'm the tiebreaker?
You're the tiebreaker.
You're the tiebreaker.
I'm really torn.
How does it happen every time?
I'm really...
Pancake and I can never come to agreement.
Well, we all voted unanimously for the first round.
Yeah, the first round, that happens all the time. But the second round...
I am torn. Maybe I need to talk this out. I'll talk it out.
Let's do another song.
No, I'll break the tie. I'll break the tie. I just need to think about it. Monica's, while not particularly complicated,
she kept the beat though.
Did not make me feel uncomfortable the way that Jesse's song did.
He got smoker's lung in the middle of it. Like, you can't do that to a whole new world.
Yeah. It's an impromptu song. He's making it up. He at least tried something different.
He's got bars, all right.
Yeah.
Between Monica and Jesse. Jesse tried to put some melody in there. He tried to really do something with it. He put his heart and soul into it. Again, Monica did not make me feel uncomfortable. She was tapping her feet. She was going along with it. I will have to give the tickets to Jesse, Monica, because of his. I will have to agree with Bill Squire. Thank you so much, Monica, for your efforts. Jesse, congratulations. I know that he had to really, you're right. The degree of difficulty was higher.
Now, it doesn't have to be a difficult song, but if you're going to do something as simple as Monica did, it's got to have a lot more energy, and it's got to be something that's going to stick in my head forever.
And I don't have the emotional attachment to the song that Pound Cake does.
Right.
So I had to think of it more objectively, and he just, put more into it. But again, anytime a guy sings on the phone and puts melody into it, it's very awkward. Nevertheless, Jesse, that awkwardness got you those tickets for Saturday night. Well done.
Awesome.
He bested 3 women and a guy. And you'll be there at the Q on Saturday night.
He killed me with the ball, though.
Ball with the ball was good.
Ball with the ball was incredible.
That was also what went into my decision-making overall.
That one may not
had 2 great songs.
That may not be the championship song, but that's the one that we got to play again and again.
Right.
Like that's the new song that's going to make it into the rotation.
Ball with the ball. All right, congrats, Jesse.
Awesome.
I'm gonna put you on hold, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. There's Jesse, our winner in our Cavs rally song contest, and I'll have to pull that ba with the ba off.
Yeah, that was a good one.
We can listen to that. Because that one dude, Adam, he didn't win, and we play his all the time, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's not always because Whatever It Takes song by Kaylee, that was not her second song, that was her first song.
Right.
So a lot of times it's the first song that really carries you through the finals.
Sure. Listen, sometimes it's not going to be Ruben Studdard. Sometimes it's going to be Clay Aiken. That's just how it's going to go.
Yeah.
All right, we got to go. We're going to join the Tribe doubleheader in progress in minutes here. Anything you want to throw in before we get out of here, William?
Yeah, I'm doing a show tonight at Play in Mayfield. It's a roast battle. Go to playmayfield.com for tickets. They're $7 in advance, $10 at the door. And then East End Bistro and Pub tonight is Comedy Cabin. That's a 9 p.m. show. That's always free. You can go to BillSquire.com or follow me on Twitter.
That's in Lakewood?
Yeah, that's in Lakewood.
Okay.
Right on Madison and 117th, like right around there. So at Bill Squire on Instagram and Twitter.
All right. See if Pound Cake wants to throw anything in before we get out of here.
He's good.
Did we? Yeah, we live streamed today, didn't we?
Yeah, we live streamed. Yeah, it's up there.
Well, we archived it, and you can always see it at our YouTube channel, along with past shows and songs we've done and goofy, stupid things. The Alan Cox Show is the YouTube channel. You can get to it, of course, through the show site at the very bottom. And the podcast is always in the ACS podcast section at alancoxshow.com. And what else? I think that's it. Tom Green tomorrow. And the Tribe doubleheader is next. So thanks very much for hanging out, and I'll see you in hell.
And now I must leave you as the Brady Bunch is on, and I find